we want Kafka to be helpful on real-world tasks, and one of the best ways to test that is here on Upwork. Here I've gone to Upwork on the Data Analysis tab and gone to the first thing that's come up, and it's a request to scrape contact details for clinics in Australia. And so, in summary, they're looking for this reliable data scraper to help build a contact list by extracting data from healthengine.com and Google, targeting these clinic types with these required data fields inside of a CSV file. So what I've done is I've just copy pasted the entire thing into Kafka, and here we can see a session replay of what Kafka did to go about it. And so what Kafka did is it received a request to scrape the contact details, and it understood the task, the target sources, the clinics, the data fields, and what the final output should look like. Next, it's going about actually executing, and so here it's setting up necessary Python libraries, whether it's request, beautiful soup, etc., to go about its scraping. Now, as we follow along, we can see that Kafka is actually having some trouble because here it can't find a direct link for osteopaths. And the next challenge it finds is that, well, after examining the website, because it uses client-side rendering, it's more challenging to scrape. And so Kafka will switch approaches, like you can see here, until it lands on the effective solution that it wants to go about. Here, it says instead of struggling with this, I'm now going to just use Google search directly through the available API. Now, you can see that at this point, Kafka, using its adjusted approach, has yielded 10, and during an initial test, has yielded 10 results with various levels of contact info, and you can see the results here. As we continue going down, we can see that Kafka has significantly improved the data extraction and cleaning process because here it noted that, well, the results are promising, but there are room for improvement. So here, because I want to see some of the code and I want to show you some of the code that Kafka is running, I'm going to switch back to the original thread where we can see some of this code. So here we've gone back to where Kafka has significantly improved the data extraction and cleaning process. And if we want to take a look at what's actually going on in the back end, we can press on running code, and we can see that Kafka has made code to improve the name cleaning and owner extraction functions. We can look through it here, and we can see that it is testing out and comparing the original to the cleaned, and you can see that it's removing things like contact to the regular just clinic name. Now, as we continue going down from here, we can see that Kafka completes this data collection test and now has finally finished and has given a full summary. Now, that summary includes the data collection results, which are here, the data completeness, and finally its approach, and even more than that, its key challenges and solutions. Now, when we download this, we can take a look at what CSV it actually outputted. And we can take a look and we see that Kafka has outputted, and I'm going to go ahead and expand this. And so now we have this output. We have the name, the email, the phone number, the first names, and we can see that Kafka had a lot of trouble finding the first names, like it outlined here. In addition, the phone numbers look like it's a little bit not formatted correctly, and so if I were to go back here, maybe I'd say, hey Kafka, let's pay extra attention now to the phone number, the first name, but we should confirm the must-have fields are correct, and so let's go to some random site and check. And let's confirm this is correct. And so A, we found them, and then B, let's confirm their email. So their email is admin, and it is a match. And so that's an example of how Kafka just went about doing this Upwork task. Great job, Kafka.